Ah, yes, my brand new M2 Pro MacBook Pro. Oh, it is absolutely awesome. I'm going to love this thing, even though my bank account really hurts. Wait, if your bank account's hurting, then why didn't you just save a little money and go for the M1 Pro MacBook Pro? Because you have to have the latest and greatest of performance. I mean, come on, it's a huge step above the M1 Pro. But doesn't this M1 Pro still have more power than you even need? So why waste more money on even more power that you know you can't use and just save money and get something that still may not be as powerful as the other option, but it still has more power than you can actually take advantage of. So you're saying that I can get something that's not as powerful as this, but still more powerful than what I can take advantage of for cheaper? It's a good idea to only buy what you need. He's got a point. Let's begin. Now that we're coming up on the 1-year mark of when I actually received this, I got this like February 16th or something. I don't remember the exact date that this delivered to my house, but this is the M1 Pro MacBook Pro 16-inch. And yeah, coming up on a year of ownership of this, and the fact that the new M2 Pro and M2 Max MacBook Pros are out, yeah, I think it's time we actually get into my 1-year review thoughts about this. And actually, they're so good, I'm even going to tell you right now, don't buy the M2 Pro and actually look for a refurbished or discounted one of these instead. Why? Well, let's get into it. So I'm going to discuss my favorite things about this laptop here, and there's so much to discuss about this. That's my favorite because, oh boy, has Apple really nailed this product. There's just so much to love about this. My big and primary reason why I upgraded was actually because I needed a much better display than what my old MacBook Pro had to offer, which was, if you guys recall, a 2011 13-inch MacBook Pro. Oh, I do not miss that laptop at all. So the display on this, it is absolutely beautiful. 16 inches, mini LED, color accurate like you wouldn't believe, 120 Hertz ProMotion. What isn't there to love about this display? The notch? Okay, if you guys really hate the notch on this thing, then you guys are absolutely crazy because does it intrude on anything? No, actually it doesn't. So yeah, in terms of the display, which was one of the biggest reasons why I upgraded, oh, it is way better. But next we're going to talk about the performance aspects because that's also another serious thing that made me want to upgrade as well. And you know what? The performance on this is so good. I haven't even maxed it out yet. This is equipped with Apple's M1 Pro processor with 16 gigs of memory and a terabyte of storage. So it's basically the base specs except for a slightly upgraded storage. And guys, despite that I do music production, video editing, and basically all the intensive creator tasks that are done on laptops per se, I can't max this thing out. I even tried streaming, live streaming in OBS with Final Cut Pro, editing in that. It just took it like it was nothing. I couldn't max out the performance on this thing. This thing never bottlenecked, it never complained. It just did everything so easily. Oh, and the battery life? It's also insane. I gotta mention that here too. I love battery life. I get about 2 days of battery on my phone, 2 days on my watch. I can do a week's worth on this thing. Well, assuming I'm not editing. If I'm doing editing, then I can get like at least 2 days out of this laptop. 2 days. My previous laptop and most laptops out there, like for example, my XPS, if you try doing that, you only get like 2 hours of battery life doing professional intensive stuff. But this thing, I can do it for 2 days. And everything else about this laptop is just held up so well. Keyboard, trackpad, webcam. Yes, I actually use the webcam a lot. I use it for podcasting. I use it for recording on the go when, say, my iPhone's not practical, but I need to use, well, a webcam per se. Microphones on this are actually so good. I love using them. And what else is there to talk about this other than the fact that, well, now this isn't the best laptop out there anymore because now Apple has their M2 Pro and M2 Max MacBook Pros out there. How do I feel about that now that I don't have the latest and greatest, the best of the best anymore? Well, actually, this was not the best of the best because there was much higher spec versions of this, but still, considering that I do intensive stuff on this thing and this thing keeps up, I'm going to tell you this right now. If you're currently on the M1 Pro or M1 Max MacBook Pros, it doesn't matter which one, M1 Pro or Max anything. If you're on one of these MacBook Pros, be it 14 or 16 inch, you don't need the M2, and I am dead serious. Sure, the M2 Pro and M2 Max actually have quite a significant upgrades in a few key areas, like video editing. Supposedly exports are faster now. But I gotta be honest, considering that I haven't maxed this thing out, and exports, I actually don't do anything on my computer other than edit in Photoshop and prepare thumbnails. So because I'm only doing thumbnail work and this thing finishes exporting videos before I'm even done editing the thumbnail, that's That's impressive. There is nothing to complain about this, and now you can actually get this for cheaper. You can still buy this brand new at some other stores like Amazon and such, or you could go secondhand like Apple Certified Refurbished, which is basically brand new. It's just a slightly different packaging, all for a discounted price. And yeah, you could go for M2 Pro, and sure, it's got massive improvements, but I'd only recommend you upgrade to that if you're still on Intel at this point. But even then, before you even upgrade to the M2 Pro and such, consider this, because you don't have to spend all that money now for great performance. This thing is stupid crazy good. Love the display, love the performance, love the battery life, love all the other features that make a laptop and a MacBook a MacBook. Everything on this works 100% flawlessly, and I couldn't ask any more out of this from Apple. Well, except the touch bar and maybe slightly better I/O, because these two ports you see here, I don't need them. So with that aside, this is one of my favorite products that Apple has ever made, and I plan on holding on to this for a very long time because there's just nothing to complain about other than touch bar and USB-C ports. So if Apple does come out with a version with a touch bar, because I'm a huge sucker for it, and actually it should be on every laptop. Why did Apple get rid of it? It was actually a useful feature, and all of you trolls who say it wasn't are absolute morons because it had so much potential and you guys didn't let it become anything. Yeah, unless Apple comes out with the MacBook with the touch bar, I'm gonna stick with this because this is absolutely impressive. So this is 1 year later with the M1 Pro, MacBook Pro. How can I complain? It's nearly perfect. So what do you guys think about this? Would you get something like this, especially considering M2 Pro and M2 Max are out, save a buck or two? Or would you still spend all that extra money and get even more performance that is absolutely overkill? Even I can't even max this thing out, and I'm doing professional loads on this. So let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Thank you for watching. Do me a favor and interact with the stuff below. My name is DeWolf, Random Alpha, signing out.